Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intervlog. I say this is Intervlog. Welcome back to your favorite channel where we shine a light on the stories shaping Africa's present and future. Today we're talking about something big, something bold, and something that's about to transform Burkina Faso forever. Imagine this, a Burkinabe millionaire sipping champagne in Paris, signing deals in Dubai, or cruising the streets of New York in a luxury car. Sounds glamorous, right? But here's the catch. While they're living large abroad, who's building Burkina Faso? That's the exact question our fiery and fearless Prime Minister, Dr. Apollinaire Joachimson Kilem de Tambela, threw at the private sector during a game-changing meeting in Bobo Dioulasso. He didn't sugarcoat a thing. Instead of being the first investors abroad, be the first investors in your own country, he declared. Boom, drop. Let's unpack this powerful message and why it matters for every Burkinabe, from millionaires to everyday hustlers. For decades, our parents and grandparents worked tirelessly in foreign lands, building skyscrapers, running industries, and fueling economies that now label us as poor. It's a bitter pill to swallow. But here's the truth. Burkina Faso has everything it needs to thrive. All it takes is for us to redirect our energy, resources, and investments back home. The Prime Minister's message is simple yet revolutionary. Burkinabe millionaires, entrepreneurs, and investors must take the lead in rebuilding our country. Let's stop fueling foreign economies and start igniting our own. The goal isn't just national pride, it's creating jobs, growing industries, and giving every Burkinabe a shot at success. That's a vision we can all get behind, right? At the heart of this movement is the government-private sector meeting, where Dr. Kilem didn't just lay down the law, he laid out a vision where Burkina Faso becomes a hub for industrial transformation, a vision where we process our own resources, add value locally, and export products stamped with "Made in Burkina Faso." Oh, and here's a fun twist. The government is now requiring foreign companies operating in Burkina to set up their headquarters here. Talk about flipping the script. This isn't about shutting doors, it's about opening new ones. Doors to opportunity, growth, and equality for all Burkinabe. Now, you might be wondering, how did the business world react? Were there groans, eye rolls? Nope. The Burkinabe private sector showed up and showed out. Idrissa Nassa, the vice president of the Chamber of Commerce, called Burkinabe entrepreneurs economic VDPs, voluntary economic defenders of the nation. How cool is that? These leaders are ready to invest in Burkina Faso, revive industries, and support the government's vision. They're not just talking, they're taking action. With ongoing efforts to reclaim territory, resettle displaced communities, and restart economic activities, the stars are aligning for a brighter future. Now let's get personal. Intervlog family. Whether you're watching from Ouagadougou, Abidjan, Paris, or New York, the message is the same. What are you doing to help build Burkina Faso? If you're a Burkinabe abroad, think about the impact you could make by investing in your homeland. If you're at home, think about how you can contribute to this collective effort. And if you're a supporter of African development, let's amplify this message to the world. Dr. Kilem's bold vision is more than a call to action. It's a rallying cry for a new era. Together, the government, the private sector, and everyday citizens can transform Burkina Faso into a nation of pride, opportunity, and innovation. So, let's make it happen. Bobo Dioulasso, the Prime Minister to the private sector actors. Instead of being the first investors abroad, be the first investors in your own country. Prime Minister Dr. Apollinaire Joachimson Kilem of Tambela granted an audience to the business world on Thursday, November 21st, 2024, in Bobo Dioulasso. The meeting was held as a prelude to the 21st Government-Private Sector meeting. It is a strong message focused on the government's vision for the socio-economic development of Burkina Faso that the Prime Minister, Dr. Apollinaire Joachimson Kyelem de Tambela, delivered to the actors of the private sector, in prelude to the 2024 edition of the Government-Private Sector meeting. Instead of being the first investors abroad, be the first investors in your own country, he said, without mincing his words. According to him, economic operators must play their role alongside the government in building the country. Our parents built other people's countries while forgetting to build their own countries. Today, these countries treat us as poor, hiding the fact that we built them. What we expect from you is to help us build the country. This is our main objective. We will define the broad outlines, and it is in all our interests, the Prime Minister said. He also outlined the vision of the transition for the private sector, which vision focuses on the establishment of industrial units for the transformation of our products. We have taken a measure to force foreign companies to build their headquarters there. This will help build our country. We expect a lot from you. Our goal is to build Burkina by giving the same opportunities to everyone. We are against no one. We are for everyone. There are measures that may not please you, but it is for the general interest and to build our country. Together, we can build our country. Catching up with a view to developing our country is possible, provided that we really get to work, he added. This message and this vision were received May 5th by the Burkinabe private sector, which showed its willingness to support the government in this dynamic. To this end, the first Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Burkina Faso, Idrissa Nassa, reassured of the availability of committed and patriotic economic operators who are fighting for Burkina Faso to move forward. I reassure the business world of its readiness to support the government's action. Rest assured that you have economic VDPs committed to the development of our country, he said. Even though he said he expected the government to take measures to facilitate investments, Mr. Idrissa Nassa recognized the need for everyone to work to develop our country. We are making investments, and we will continue them. We welcome the operations for the reconquest of the territory and the resettlement of populations, which augurs well for the resumption of economic activity. We also welcome the strong government decisions to revive industrial units, he stressed. Speech by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, President of Burkina Faso, on the role of the Burkinabe private sector and the return of diaspora investment. Distinguished guests, esteemed members of the private sector, my fellow Burkinabe, both at home and abroad, today, I stand before you with a message of hope, determination, and action. It is a message born from our collective desire to see Burkina Faso rise, flourish, and take its rightful place among the nations of the world. It is a message inspired by the resounding call made by our Prime Minister, Dr. Apollinaire Joachimson Kyelem de Tambela, during his address to the private sector in Bobo Dioulasso. His words were clear and bold. Instead of being the first investors abroad, be the first investors in your own country. This statement is more than a challenge. It is a rallying cry, a vision for a prosperous Burkina Faso driven by the energy, resources, and ingenuity of its people. Today, I want to talk about the advantages of this vision, the role of our private sector, the importance of our diaspora, and the concrete steps we must take to turn this dream into reality. Let us begin by reflecting on our history. For generations, Burkinabe workers, entrepreneurs, and intellectuals have contributed to building other nations, whether in Europe, North America, or other parts of Africa. Our parents and grandparents labored tirelessly to construct roads, run businesses, and power industries that became the backbone of global economies. But what was the cost? While we were busy building other nations, our own country was left behind. Infrastructure projects stalled, industries lagged, and opportunities for our youth dwindled. Today, some of those same countries label us as poor, ignoring the fact that their wealth was, in part, built on our sweat and expertise. This history should not make us bitter, but it must make us wiser. It is a call to action, a call to redirect our efforts, talents, and resources toward building Burkina Faso. Under this transitional government, we are redefining our priorities. Our vision is clear. Burkina Faso must be built by Burkinabe hands. This is not just the responsibility of the government. It is a collective mission that involves the private sector, civil society, and our diaspora. We must establish industrial units to transform our natural resources into finished goods. For too long, we have exported raw materials while importing expensive finished products. This must change. Processing our resources locally will create jobs, boost our economy, and reduce our dependence on imports. Our goal is to create a level playing field where every Burkinabe, regardless of background, has the opportunity to thrive. This includes implementing policies that encourage entrepreneurship, support small and medium enterprises, SMEs, and foster innovation. We are committed to working hand in hand with the private sector. As our Prime Minister said, together we can build our country. The government will provide the framework and support, but it is the private sector that must drive economic growth. To our brothers and sisters abroad, your expertise, your networks, and your financial resources are invaluable. We need you to invest in Burkina Faso, not just financially, but emotionally and intellectually. Let us now explore the advantages of this vision in detail. Investing in Burkina Faso means creating jobs for our youth, empowering our women, and revitalizing our rural areas. Each new factory, farm, or business we establish at home contributes directly to reducing unemployment and poverty. A self-reliant Burkina Faso is a stronger Burkina Faso. By building industries, producing our own goods, and reducing dependence on foreign aid, we safeguard our sovereignty. We ensure that the decisions affecting our people are made in Ouagadougou, not in foreign capitals. Burkina Faso is rich in resources, both natural and human. By processing these resources locally, we add value, increase export revenues, and enhance our bargaining power on the global stage. When Burkinabe millionaires invest at home, it sends a powerful message that we believe in our country, that we are committed to its future, and that we are willing to work together to achieve greatness. This spirit of unity is essential for nation building. To our Burkinabe living abroad, I say this: your homeland needs you now more than ever. You have gained knowledge, skills, and wealth in other countries. Now is the time to bring those assets home. Our economy is poised for growth. By getting in early, you position yourselves as pioneers in emerging industries. Building in your homeland provides a sense of purpose and connection that no foreign investment can offer. By contributing to Burkina Faso's development, you create a legacy that will inspire future generations. To achieve these goals, the government has implemented several measures. We are creating a business-friendly environment by reducing bureaucratic hurdles, offering tax incentives, and ensuring transparency. From roads to power plants, we are investing in the infrastructure needed to support businesses and industries. Through training programs, grants, and mentorship initiatives, we are empowering local entrepreneurs to succeed. All foreign companies operating in Burkina Faso are now required to establish their headquarters here, ensuring that profits benefit our economy. My fellow Burkinabe, the time to act is now. Let us seize this moment to transform our nation. To our private sector, step forward and take the lead in building Burkina Faso. To our diaspora, return home, invest, and be part of this historic journey. Together, we can build a Burkina Faso that is strong, prosperous, and proud. Let us rise as one people, united in purpose and committed to our shared destiny. The future of Burkina Faso is in our hands, and I have no doubt that we will succeed. Thank you. Share this video, tag a Burkinabe millionaire, and let's start the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that inspire, challenge, and empower. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog, same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.